If you're looking for something a little bit spooky but not too spooky for Halloween, yarn draped ghosts are just the thing. For this project, you will need white yarn of various textures and sizes, and you're going to cut them into pieces. You want to figure out how long you want the longest point of your ghost to be, measure out that piece, and then double the yarn so that you can double it up on the ghost. You will also need wire. I had 12 gauge on hand, but the thicker the better. I ended up doubling my wire to make mine stronger. You'll also need scissors, felt, hot glue, and wire cutters. To start, you're going to measure out a length of wire. Again, because I was using 12 gauge wire, it wasn't super sturdy, so I ended up cutting 2 pieces and twisting them together to make one thicker piece. Keep in mind that as your wire gets longer, you're also going to have more yarn draping off of it, adding more weight. Your wire may not be able to support that much weight, so it may take a little of trial and error to see how much yarn it can hold on your wire without pulling your sides down. I bent my wire into a little shape that resembles a ghost with a head and arms. You want to make sure that your ends are not going to be poking anybody, so you're going to want to bend your ends in and cover it with yarn so that it doesn't scratch or snag on anything. With my first piece of yarn, you can see that I'm going to bend my wire in so that it holds the yarn in place and doesn't slide off, and so that my end isn't loose and doesn't scratch or snag on anything. You are now going to start tying your yarn to your wire. I make a loop in the back, grab the yarn in the front, and pull it through. So it's not making a complete knot, but it looks nice and doesn't have any loose ends. It's sort of like a slip knot. I'm just using one strand of yarn at a time and continuing to knot and push them close together, but not too close to make it too heavy. You just want to make sure that your wire isn't showing through your yarn. Continue adding one strand of yarn at a time, knotting it, pushing them close together all the way across your wire. I'm just finishing up my last few pieces now, and you can notice that I bent in the end on the opposite side just like I did at the beginning. When the wire is all covered with yarn, you're going to want to go through and just make sure it's really even, that you can't see any of that wire underneath, and maybe re-bend your ghost in case it lost some of its shape. Now we're going to trim the ends to give your ghost a more ghost-like shape. I used a bit of a zigzag pattern where I kept it longest in the center, and the sides are a little higher as if the ghost is raising its arms. Now you're going to use your felt circles and hot glue your eyes to your ghost. You may also want to add a piece of ribbon to the top or yarn to the top so that you can hang your ghost up. Enjoy your boo-tiful Halloween ghost.